the strongest men I've ever known. After losing 3 of his siblings, along with his father at a young age, he was determined to make the best life for his family. This is where my dad stands out from many. He deals with his emotions and uses them to make him a better person. I couldn't imagine losing 4 of my family members so early in life and still dealing with the rest. He has surpassed each of these breaking points and proved that he could become something great, not only for his current family growing up, but for his future family that he planned to have, his future wife and his future kids. Regardless of the hard times in my father's past, he's done everything he can to give me, my 2 sisters, and my mother the best life we could ask for. He has taught me what it means to be a loving and genuine person, and he has shown me the true meaning of family. Growing up with a father, every step of the way, we've created a bond between us that's unbreakable. He has shaped me as a person, guided me through my hard times, celebrated with me through my accomplishments, and he's coached me through my athletic years. My father has done it all. My life would never be the same without this man, and I'm more than thankful to call him my dad. He's blessed me with a family that means the world to me, and he's shown me what it takes to be a loving parent, an honest friend, and a supportive coach. As I've said, one of the roles he's played in my life is a trusting friend. My dad doesn't just tell me what I want to hear. He sits down and listens and tells me what I need to hear. Whenever I have a problem, I always know I can go to him to talk. He listens to me genuinely and then asks a couple questions maybe, but he always gives me his best advice. He never sugarcoats it or makes it what I want to hear. It's always what I should hear. In addition to being a trusting friend, he's the best coach I've ever played for. Now that might sound a little bit biased because it's my dad, but in reality, he really was. I was actually his whipping child at practices and games when I was younger. I was always the first name that came out of his mouth and the last name before practice ended. He made me run all the time, and he was on my case constantly. So I wouldn't exactly say that he treated me different. But even through all this, he showed me that I could be whatever I wanted as a player, and he was there to support me, and his yelling only made me better. In addition to a friend and a coach, at the end of the day, he was always my dad. So although he has taken his role as a trusting friend and a father, he knew what it took to return home and be my dad. He guided me and told me what I needed to do to be a better person and reminded me that nothing comes easy in life. He told me I always have to be ready for the roadblocks, but remember that no matter what, I'm strong enough to surpass anything. And he was right there behind me to help me through it. I love him unconditionally, and that will never change. His constant reminders of how much he loves me and how hard I work and how proud he is gets me through every day. Even though sometimes he has to play the bad guy, it reminds me that he's still going to be there to support me no matter what. For example, when I was in high school and he bought me my first car, 3 months after I got my car, I was speeding in the parking lot and I swerved to turn away from a truck that was coming the opposite way, and I had to go up on the curb, which was a high curb, and it destroyed the entire front end of my car. I mean, this isn't the most fairy tale story that you want to walk home and tell your parents. So when I walked through the door, I was already in tears, and before anything, my dad hugged me because he knew I was upset, and he told me that it's not going to be punishment free. I will have to pay for it, but he's like, as long as you're safe and okay, that's the first thing we care about. So this just reminded me that even in the hardest position I'm in, he's going to be there to support me, but then he's going to give me what I need to become a better person. So in my future, I wish to become everything my father is. I wish to give my kids a life to look forward to no matter what my past entitles. I want to be a parent to my kids, a friend, and help them in any way I can. As my father always told me, every day find a way to be a good person, show the people you love what they mean to you, and never doubt the potential you have to make a difference.